Previously, in Mahabharata, in Panchala, a vow was fulfilled. 5 brothers, once hidden in ash, now stood beside a bride born of flame. With her came alliance, and with alliance came power. But in Hastinapura, the sound of wedding drums reached not with joy, but with warning. When he first heard the sons of Pandu lived, Dhritarashtra smiled. My brother's children are safe, he said, this is joy. But then came the second whisper, Draupadi, the jewel of Panchala, had become their bride. That joy dimmed. Doubt entered his heart. Duryodhana stormed into the hall. They were supposed to be gone forever, he shouted. Now they return with a kingdom, a queen, and the love of the people. What remains for me? Beside him, Shakuni nodded. Nearby, Karna stood silent. The fire of envy had found its fuel. Vidura stood calmly. Let peace speak first, he said. Bring them home. Give them what is theirs. Bhishma and Drona nodded. No one raised a hand. But their silence held the shape of agreement. At last, Dhritarashtra gave his answer. Let them return, he said. Let them have a share, but not from the heart of the kingdom. Vidura was sent. The words were sweet, but the meaning was clear. The Pandavas returned to Hastinapura with Kunti and Draupadi. Crowds gathered. Elders smiled. Flags rose. They were received not as guests but as princes with a royal procession. But inside the palace, words were weighed, eyes watched. Not all hearts bowed. In the royal court, Dhritarashtra spoke. Let them rule from Khandavaprastha, he said. It is untouched land, let them shape it. Duryodhana smiled. It was a forest, a place of thorns, a kingdom in name. Yudhishthira bowed. A forest is still earth, he said. Where there is ground, there is dharma. Not one word of anger, not one line of protest. The elders looked down. Not all pride is loud. With royal honors, chariots and drums, the procession moved toward Khandavaprastha. The land they arrived at was dry and broken. Trees twisted. Winds spoke. Yet they stepped down as if touching sacred soil. Bhagavan Sri Krishna stood beside them. With his guidance, the forests fell. Paths cleared. Sacred ground reclaimed. Architects arrived and plans were drawn. Foundations were laid. Every pillar raised was a prayer. Every hall a promise. Labor rose like mantra. What once was forest now sang with life. Indraprastha, the city of light, stood in strength. Gardens bloomed. Justice walked the streets. And at its center sat Yudhishthira, not in gold but in grace. Coming next, the walls were strong, the city bright, but wisdom walks where pride may rise. One day a sage approached, Narada. He brought a tale, not a warning, of 2 brothers, Sunda and Upasunda, united in power, broken by desire.